Joy.
Beauty.
Transformative. Emotional.
Transcendent.
Intricate.
Happiness.
Life-giving. It's really all over the map in terms of how people react to music at the orchestra. It's something that we get where people are kind of unexpectedly moved by the music. You know, anything from being moved even to tears by hearing this music that, you know, speaks to them in a very intimate way, or you know, sometimes depending on the music, it's a little bit more cheerful, and so people are you know, just really energized and they walk out of the concert hall. Then on the flip side, you know, honestly, we still have people who will doze off during performances, and that's okay too, because they say that the music is so relaxing and they're just so happy to get out of their daily routine that they just kind of doze off.
I think sometimes, you know, for me, I listen to music for a lot of different things, so it's hard to describe everybody's thoughts, but you know, for me, it's all those emotions of joy, happiness, sadness. It's whether I'm going to a sporting event or whether I'm going to church or whatever, music plays a big part in all those parts and all those emotions.
I think music enhances your emotions, you know? It could change your emotion, it can enhance it, like it works with you so well. When I get someone to go meet One Direction, you just see them like bawling out, like that's them feeling the music, that's them really connecting to it. A concert's an experience, you know, like Taylor Swift spends so many months trying to figure out like what she's gonna do at her next concert, because she wants it to be more than just like her singing in front of you. She wants you to like have this experience. She wants you to go on this roller coaster with her. If you ask any artist that's what they're gonna say, like, I want you to experience it with me. So a concert's more than just listening to music, it's like being there with it.
Concert is more of a performance, so you're watching like you do music videos, you know, your senses are taken away a little bit visually instead of totally just listening to it. The
live experience of music and the way that people come together to enjoy it is, you know, a happy experience in general. The ritual of a concert, clapping and cheering and, you know, hollering, singing along with the songs. You're bringing a lot of people together, a lot of strangers together, and they're all kind of, you know, enjoying that same moment, and it very much is a bonding experience.
Obviously way more out of playing the music I love than just listening to it. And I perform music on the weekends, and I still play at private parties and wedding ceremonies and wedding receptions. That's different than listening to music for me, because I'm concentrating on playing and singing and making it sound exactly how I hear it in my head. So it's definitely more of a challenge, and it's not quite as peaceful, but it's more joyous in a different way.
People who do music, people who make music, they feel it.
Musicians really pour their heart and soul into their performances. It's not just their livelihood, it's their life, and it's really something that they are able to put everything into, and the result is very evident for for those of us on the outside, it's very obvious when they're really into a performance, it really translates to the audience as well.
For a musician that's performing a song that they themselves wrote, especially, I think that it's a very personal experience, and you're sharing that with a lot of strangers. So I think that it has to feel sort of like being raw, being open. To certain people, music is very important on a daily basis. I feel like music is key to happy life, really. It allows you to kind of bond with other people.
We don't think about it on a day-to-day basis. We don't think about it because you don't think about breathing. You don't think about air being something that you need, but we need it, and music is sort of the same way. It's something that we just need to have as part, to kind of awaken our experience a little bit.
What's the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up, right? You wake up, you want to play music to wake yourself up. You play music to kind of keep with your moods or to put you in a better mood. I think music enhances everyday life.
Listening to recorded music, you can do it anywhere at any time. Obviously, you can do it alone. Driving in the car, you might be having in the middle of a stressful day, but you can put that on in the background, and maybe it's a calming impact on you.
All the kids who learn to play gain a little bit more of an appreciation of what it takes to create music or to perform music.
We've seen in many studies that students, for instance, who study an instrument early on, even for a very limited period of time, you develop the sort of skills that translate into any career path. So things like teamwork, determination, collaboration, critical thinking. These are skills that you need as much to be a professional musician as you do to be a doctor or a lawyer or an entrepreneur.
In the way that other art forms do, I think that it's a timeless way of expressing the human condition, and music in that regard, I think, can lead to a community being developed around it.
To see a lot of is that it elevates a community. If there's an orchestra in a community, the arts in that community are better, and that in turn affects the economy. It affects jobs, and it affects just the overall well-being of a region.